Thank you so much for being here. We're going to talk all things going live. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate everybody who's joining me right now, friends. All right, friends, we're going to get started in just a few moments. Thank you so much. Um, I want to make sure I answer questions. We'll get to going really quickly. And I'm going to say, hope you all having a great time. And I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. All right, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get to starting the chatting and talking in just a little bit. I'm setting up my screens. So let me know if there's anything that you are wanting to talk about. And as you guys come in, make sure you say hello, welcome, how you doing. I appreciate everybody coming in. Let me know if there's any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. So let me know how I can support you all. And then in the meantime, let me set up my other screen. You guys know I co-stream. So we'll have some of our other friends join in just a few minutes. Hey, hey, loving the top. Oh, my top, thank you. Thank you. You know what? Actually, you can't see it fully. It's a high-low top, and it ties in the front. This is my flannel, fake flannel. It was actually real flannel, but still, it is not your normal flannel. So let me know if you have any questions, friends. I appreciate you all. Let me know how I can support as well. Um, Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all the help and support. Okay, so setting up my screen. I'm gonna go live shortly. Um, we're gonna go live, and we're gonna continue to go live, friends. How's everything going your way? The the idea barista. Hello, friends who are coming into the live. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk all things going live in just a few minutes. And so I'm setting up my screen now so that we can get started shortly. I see that Leanne is also live on both YT and is she? Yay! Let me see. Let me see. I didn't get a chance to look to see who is live right now. She's doing both as well. I'm meeting with her this week because she talked about maybe creating a little bit more of a support training to get those watch hours up. So she's looking to get her watch hours up. Okay. Was she on earlier? She's not on now. I don't see her now. Let me check again. Yeah, I don't see her now. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see her live on my side. So I need to follow her on the YT as well because I didn't get a notification. So I need to maybe I'm sure I'm following her. I just don't have my notifications set up. Um, no, she's not showing up on my side as being live on the TikTok side. I'm not seeing her here, at least. So I wonder if she's still on YT, but she's not on screen at the moment. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I am. Okay. So I'm setting up my screen now. Thank you all who are here. I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you guys have any questions. We're going to get to talking about going live. Appreciate everybody who just joined. Thank you for joining the live stream. If you are new to my live, go ahead and click the like button. Click that like button so YouTube knows that you are looking at it live and you're enjoying it and liking it. If you have not subscribed to my channel before, go ahead and click the subscriber button as well as the bell so you can get notifications of when I go live and when I post content. I'm going to be posting some more content. I'm trying to get my content game up, elevated here too. So thank you. How you doing, friend? Thank you so much for saying hi. I'm doing well. Appreciate you asking. So here's the etiquette for the live stream. I talk all things live streaming. Doc, do you know how to find the funny sounds people lip sync to on TikTok? When I look at sounds, I only find songs. You said sounds, not songs. Hi there. I want to be your I want to be your man. Let's keep it professional, friends. I laughed because I'm married. And on top of that, I've been joking with my husband. I said, only on the YT do I get the marriage proposals. Or the men coming at me. He was like, why is that on YouTube? I don't, because there's a lot more men over here, first of all. But I told him, I said, you better be careful. Hopefully he's listening because every now and then he'll chime in. So if you're listening, hubby, put something in the chat. All right, friends. Thank you for asking. So, the idea barista, you said, hi, you said hi to her. Thank you so much for saying hi. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you like the live. If you're new to my live, click the like button so YouTube knows you're here. Right, I'm looking for funny sounds to lip sync to, but it's 1 minute songs. Sounds are different. Are you just saying a sound like boing, that type of sound? Do you do a stay focused, Justin. Stay focused. I don't want to have to put you out. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Someone told me that they liked me. Thank you. um, Idea barista. Are you saying a sound like, a sound like peon, the typewriter, that type of stuff? Are you saying a sound? Oh no, not sound effects. You're saying a song that has what? Like a quick a voiceover type sound, like someone saying something, like Kim Kardashian, she's going to say something. Yeah, so not a song, but someone's words. Um, Here is yes, okay, so you probably need to go on the sound for a video, and you're probably going to have to, so I'm here, if I did a video, and if I go to add sound, so now I'm here. Okay, wait a minute, let me go back. I can't do this one. This is my business account, so I only get commercial sound. So let me go to my shop account real quick. I'm gonna go to shop account. Shop account doesn't have the commercial rules. So now here, I'm going to the sound. And then when I click up, where is it at? When I click the search bar, so hold on. So you see how the sound popped up. You see that search bar? Click search. Okay, that pops up. All sounds. Now, if I wanted to change to commercial sounds, that's where the commercial sounds, but you don't want commercial sounds, you want regular sounds. So say I wanted, the person that popped in my head was, you know what? Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis, she's so funny. Jennifer Lewis is the grandma auntie actress. Lawrence, I'm sorry, Lawrence. Jennifer Lawrence. So Jennifer Lawrence has different people might have voiceovers. Lewis is what I wanted. I did say the right name. Jennifer Lewis. I did pick up Jennifer Lawrence. Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis quotes. You know her? She has some great quotes, some funny things she'll say. So thank you so much. So if you type in under that search bar, if there's something you wanted to say or somebody you wanted to search. So for example, let's just listen to some of these. Okay, no, you can't hear it because the volume's off. Let's see. Hold on. The sound that's coming in from this video is popping up. Hold on. Hold on. There's music playing. Give me 1 second. I'm probably going to have to reboot this because it still has some background music. Anyway, long story short, I think you got what I was saying. So go in there, type in what you're looking to say. If you know it already, say you've seen it in somebody else's video, you could favorite that. Did you know that? Let me know if you knew that. So if somebody used a sound that you like in their video, so for example, I did, thank you. Okay, perfect. Okay, so you can go to their sound and you can favorite it and it will have the sound that you like there. So if somebody used the sound, voiceover, even if it was just words, you can do that. So thank you all for being here. We're about to click over to TikTok in a second. Thank you all for joining the live. I gotta reboot this particular let me do it now. Okay. Okay, there we go. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all joining. Let me turn it down. Okay, perfect. Um, all right. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate you all being here. I'm about to go live. If you're new to my live, go ahead and put new in the chat so I know you're here and we can get to talking really quickly. I do co-stream, so let me talk about my housekeeping. Hello, friend. How you doing, Olivia? Talk about my housekeeping real quick. I saw some other people come in and chat and put some things in there. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all being here. Stay on your best behavior. Do not comment things unprofessional. Unfortunately, I would have to remove you. I don't want to have to do that because I appreciate you all being here. So make sure you stay focused and on task when it comes to the live stream. We talk about all things live streaming. We primarily talk about TikTok. So just what I was just doing there is TikTok related. So we're going to have different conversations about TikTok. And then also in TikTok going live. I'm a creator network agency, so I'm very focused on how do you go live, how do you build your community, how do you continue to grow as a live host. And then ultimately, earlier conversation at 10 was all about the leagues and making sure you're intentional about paying attention to it, but also making sure you focus on building your community too. So all that goes hand in hand. Idea Barista. What did you think about the conversation? Was that helpful? Because I was going to do maybe a little bit more part 2 conversation today in the live. So let me know what your thoughts were. I'm curious. What did you think of it? Those who joined me earlier, put your thoughts in the chat as well. Hopefully it was helpful. I know some people are like, wait, which conversation? See, you weren't even listening. The leagues, how you league up. And so just making sure people are keeping that at the forefront. But let me know if you missed the whole conversation. You're like, I didn't hear none of that. So let me know if you, oh, seriously, if you didn't hear it, that's good, because I obviously it'll be new information after my, sorry, yes, it was helpful. Okay, perfect. Now, do you pay attention? Well, you don't go live a whole lot. So like you said, advanced. It was an advanced conversation. Yeah. And I know more and more people are trying to talk about it because people are going live about it. And even within the agency, people are going live about it, which is good, but it's not a conversation for everybody. And I guess I kind of sit back and I'm like, oh, I don't want people to be frustrated by the process and by TikTok if they feel like, you know what, I'm not leaking up. You know what, I go up and down in leagues and all this other stuff. It is probably something people need to pay attention to if they are going up and down, because that speaks volumes about you going live and how you're intentionally setting yourself up for failure if you're not being consistent. So that's something you need to know. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Ever thought about morning being beginner and evenings being advanced, or a dedicated day of the week for advanced stuff? I'm gonna have to really rethink my strategy in general. I think I'm gonna have to spend some time on deciding my go live time too. I really was trying to kind of ride this out into the end of the year so I can say I did one whole year. But I don't know. Ashley, stay focused, friend. This is all about live streaming. Okay? We don't go into other topics, friend. So yeah, I am at that point where I'm gonna have to really think about strategy for myself. Now that I'm in the agency, I'm seeing data from a new perspective. It's important that I also spend some time kind of reevaluating what I'm doing too. So I gotta be careful about that. But you're right. You know, there are beginner conversations. That's how I started. 10 o'clock it was actually the advanced conversation. 4 o'clock was always mindset, my nervous people, my shy people, my scared people, people who are like, I don't know what to do. What is all this about? And then 10 o'clock became, okay, now that you know, here's what you do with it. And so maybe that's the conversation too in terms of going live. You're still a beginner, but now that you are no longer a beginner, here's some things you want to be aware of, especially people in the agency. So thank you all for being here. I appreciate everyone joining. Thank you for commenting. I love comments. Let's stay focused. If you're 18 years and younger, this is not the live stream for you. We say let's keep it professional. You got to be 18 to go live on TikTok anyway. And so I do co-stream. I'm about to go live over there. And then in the meantime, if you are here with me, now, I want to make sure that that I'm supporting too. I'll try to go live daily again, but you said, okay, wait a minute, it popped up. Let me look over here. Try to go live daily again, but like you said, or what I told from what I took from the conversation last night, lives make more sense. Oh, than when leveraging up, leading up. Yes. So basically, you're saying going live at night makes more sense. Actually, no, I wasn't saying that. Technically, I was saying 2 a day makes more sense. Or if you're gonna go live at night, make sure that live counts. And like you had a lot that you did in that live stream to lead up. Yeah. Because you need the morning live to kind of give you a little bit of leverage. So I'm about to hit the go live button. I'm going to look at my league. I haven't seen my league. So I'm going to look at my league to see where I'm currently standing and then my current status. And then I will know how much I got pushed down doing this, 4-hour break, 3-hour break. And that's telling. And then we'll see what kind of ground I need to make up. So I'll do a screenshot. I'll take a look at it as I go live. And so we'll kind of get a sense already, like other people are going live. Mondays is popular too. So there's a lot of activity that happened in this Monday because of the gift gallery. So it is what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. It is what it is. All right, I'm going live now. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody who's here. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining. I am Dr. Lisa, Launch Your Income Agency. We are going live right now, friends. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Appreciate everybody joining the live. Thank you so much for being here. So if I look at my ranking, I'm going to still see 2. We're going to look at where I was at. Ooh, it still says 20%. Right now it does. That's good. Okay. Thank you so much. Hello. How you doing, E-Nurse? Hello, friend. Were you here earlier? How are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining the live. I'm getting myself going. Thank you so much. How you doing, Zaya? Thank you so much. Zia. I think that's Zia. Let me know if that's your name, friend. Did I say it right? Let me know if I pronounced it correctly. You say, I'm here from Pure Intentions. I love it. Thank you so much for joining the live. I appreciate your support. Thank you for that daily. Heart me, friend. So we're just getting started. I just came on live. So I appreciate everybody coming through. I just looked at my, I talked earlier about leagues. So we're going to do a part 2 on leagues. My league did not drop. Just for the record, for my I was talking to my YouTube friends here too. Elevate, thank you for joining. Those who are coming in, feel free to come in. I'm about to share out my live. Let's share the live out so we can get more of our friends in the room. Thank you for the populars. Appreciate the support, friend. And then let me know, are you a live host? And how did your live go today? How did your live today go, E-Nurse? Hopefully it went well. I love the fact that you are so consistent too. So it's paying off. You're seeing growth in so many different ways. 1 second. I'm almost coming back. If you're coming in my live, I might have missed you. Hello. How you doing, Flourish? Thank you for the populars. I was sharing out my live, friends. Thank you so much for coming in. Good afternoon. I appreciate you, Zaya. So, yes. So, I'm going to talk a little bit. I spoke earlier about leagues. Lamarck, how are you, friend? Thank you for joining. How's everything going? How have you been? Thank you all who are coming in. Felicia, thank you for joining. Black Lotus, hello, friend. Well, yes, it's well. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's what I love to hear, friend. Nika Grace, how are you as well? Thank you so much for coming in. Uh-oh, Flourish, you got filtered. Hold on one second. I can now see the filters. Thanks, pals. I'm trying a new tool. Can you tell me if it's registering some love? Say something. Say that again. What? Wait a minute. I'm trying a new tool. Can you tell me if it's registering some love? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, Flourish? I don't know what that means. What's the new tool? Oh, is that what it is? Oh, is that okay, Lord? You know what? Sometimes it goes over my head. I was like, huh? It says 97. You're so sweet. Flora said, I was not trying to say Tapper. That's why I got filtered, Flores. You should have just said Tapper. You should have just said Tapper because I would have got it. And then and TikTok would not have filtered you. It's like, what is she talking about? A tool? How you doing, Deshelle? Thank you so much, Flores. I appreciate the new tool. I appreciate the support, friend. It said 97 when I looked at it. I'll look at it again. Let me check again, see how fast is it calculating. Ooh, it says 128 now. Okay, I like it. It doesn't show hearts. Oh, it doesn't show the hearts? You know what? Mine ain't showing hearts neither. I'm on this other screen. It's faintly showing. See, it's tapping for me. Now it's showing a little bit of hearts. I don't know. It's showing them, huh? Some filters, hold on one second. It says some filtering is trending from what I see. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a lot more filtering that's happening. You're right about that. I would absolutely agree with that. I'm not sure why it's not showing. Yeah, it's not showing us, and now it's picking up. Maybe it's picking up a little bit. It's inconsistent. All right, thank you all who are coming into the live. I appreciate it. Is it Dr. Lisa more than ever? It is. It does seem like it's a little extra happening, friend. Thank you for that. Well, what's happening is that I can now see some of the filtered comments. Pal showed me how to do it. I should talk about that. So essentially, what you're going to do is go into more. If you don't have this turned on, go into your three dots in the corner. So when you go live next time, you're going to go through your three dots in the corner. You're going to go to settings, and then you're going to go to comment settings. And you're going to go to the comment settings that is for, now I actually should do it so I can tell you exactly what it is. Comment settings, you're going to go to the one that says filtered comments. Mine was off. So I had to turn it on, and I checked the one that said community flag comments. I checkboxed that one. The other ones I didn't checkbox. And then I said show comments and feed. So I toggle that on. So that's how I do it. Yeah. I was in a live today and the man was in his truck. Is that part of the guidelines? His room was slow. You're saying his room was slow because he was in his truck. Is that what you're saying? It could have been. Was he moving? You're not supposed to be driving. So if he was just in his truck having a conversation, that's fine. Deshelle, though, I will say his numbers were rather low. Yeah, I will say, what I'm noting is that the live stream, hello, Mrs. Treetop. Yes, so the live stream will not push you out. They're pushing out more of the shoppable lives. So if you didn't have the shopping cart on, that could have been a factor. It could have been a factor that maybe he doesn't have high views to begin with. How you doing, Nature? And so some of that could have played into it. It just depends. I would say that. Anyone else? You guys hear an echo? Anybody hears an echo from me? Thank you so much, K and F Frenchie. Give me 1 second. One of my friends messaged me. Okay, sorry about that. Actually, so no. Okay, hi, how you doing? Okay. So no, you guys can hear me fine. Okay. Okay, appreciate that. Yeah, I had a call for a second there, but beyond that, I am here. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. So, Mrs. Treetop, how you doing? You came to the live later, and I sent out. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, perfect, perfect. I sent your repost. Thank you so much. I had a ball watching you. You had a great battle, friend. It was a great experience. Um, it was a great battle experience. So I love seeing that. Okay. Thank you all who are joining the live. I appreciate you. How you doing, Coach Chantel? I saw you as well, friend, coming in. Hopefully you all can hear me fine. Let me know if you can't. Um, uh, let's see. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Okay. Good afternoon. Thank you so much, friend. I'm multitasking. Okay. Oh, you did. Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you, Nature. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate you coming in. Hey, your hair is so pretty. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. You guys are so kind. So I do have the shopping cart on. I was going to start over today's conversation about leagues because I wanted to kind of do a part two because we talked about that a little earlier in the 10 o'clock live. Thank you so much. We talked about it in the 10 o'clock live. And ultimately, I did check my league when I came back, and it actually was the same. I didn't get pushed back down. I was at 20%. Thank you so much. How you do? Thank you for the October, Mrs. Treetop. So I didn't get pushed back down, but just keep in mind, as you are going live, there's more activity that's happening throughout the day with other creators, other live hosts. How you doing, Natty Nat? And as they're going live, then essentially what's going to happen is that your performance is shifting, maybe reducing because they're moving up that ranking. Okay, so you want to pay attention from that perspective. And so your live is based on how people are engaging in your live. That's how your ranking is going to be based on. And so as you grow, as you increase in collecting diamonds and getting more engagement in your live, people sending gifts, the populars, the gift gallery getting filled, all those things matter to how you move up in the rankings for your league. Okay, so let me know if you're new to my live and you don't know what I'm talking about. I said earlier this is kind of an advanced conversation, but there were several people who wanted me to have it. They had a lot of questions. He said be right back. Okay, perfect. There were several people who wanted me to have this conversation, and so I want to honor, there are people who are still learning this, and there are people who are starting to go live more frequently, and you're kind of looking at, okay, how do I advance? How do I improve? How do I grow? And a lot of it is based on your rankings, and a lot of it is based on the community that you built. So you got to have that foundation that's fundamental to you growing, and you got to have people who can support you as you grow. Okay, so when you're in the D League, that's where everybody starts at. You start in D5. It goes D4, 3, 2, 1. So there's 5 levels in Ds, and then there's 5 level in Cs. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then there's 5 levels in Bs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then there's 3 levels in As. Okay, so those leagues matter in D and C. So D League and C League, there is 4 fragments that you can get. So you're trying to collect 4 fragments in level D and level C. Okay? When you get to B League and A League, you're trying to collect 7 fragments. Okay? A little harder. The gift gallery is a little bit more intense. All that factors in. How you doing, Leanne? All that factors in. Thank you so much. I think I saw Bunny. I see Digiboss. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. How you doing? Thank you so much. Some of my friends coming in, and if you are new, what I'm talking about, I don't want you guys to feel overwhelmed by anything I'm sharing. Peace of mind. How you doing? I want you to have peace of mind. Okay, perfect timing, friend. So I want you guys to feel comfortable about what I'm sharing, but just know this is a slightly advanced conversation so that you guys can start paying attention to this. How you doing, the crafty Gen Xter? So hello, Digiboss. So this is kind of an advanced conversation. I don't want my new people, my new people who are like, what does all that mean? Why are we talking about leagues? What is a league? If you have that question, I'll explain it too. So the leagues are actually, it's part of the ranking. So it says shop ranking here. So if you that's for TikTok shop, of course. But there's daily rankings as a live host that you're paying attention to, and because of that, TikTok puts you in a league. And so when you're new, you start in D, and then you climb up, and it's daily. Okay, so the rankings change at midnight, and then how you doing, Wendy? And then it changes from midnight to 11:59. So you're paying attention to that based on your time zone. But with that ranking, as it changes, you'll see people who are very cognizant of, is there a possibility for me to league up? Hey, friend. Is there a possibility for me to league up? And how do I league up? So a lot of that's happening as well. Thank you all for the support, the shares. I appreciate the shares and the reposts. Thank you so much. So you're paying attention to that as a live host, but you do not want to consume yourself with that if you are still new, still building your community, still growing. It's something that you want to be aware of, okay? Thank you so much for the crystal rose. It's something you want to definitely be aware of. How you doing, Wendy? Thank you for the follow. But at the same time, you got to build your community. And so those leagues are based on how people are engaging in your live, primarily how they are gifting, okay? And you're collecting diamonds. As you collect diamonds, TikTok, as part of TikTok's monetization, TikTok will move you along the daily rankings for that, okay? So keep that in mind. I'll do a screen share in a second. TikTok just gave me the flash goal. I didn't get the flash goal at the 10 o'clock. So I have donuts for the flash goal. So if you don't mind, the flash goal is a TikTok support for the live stream. It's something that they set for the live stream. They gave me 17 donuts. It's one donut per person. So I appreciate anybody that could throw out one donut to support the live. I appreciate that. This is TikTok's way of saying, okay, you know what? Your community is here, and now I want them to engage. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is a TikTok flash goal, and so if you're a live host, you will get flash goals. Okay, and it's up to you if you want to try to fulfill them. I think it's a good idea because it'll help your live stream perform as you're meeting the goals set for by TikTok. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's something that TikTok asks for live hosts to do. In the meantime, thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate the support. How you doing, the Voice Guru? Appreciate you. So who was in my live earlier? Who had questions about the leagues, especially my new people? If you have questions about leagues, I'm going to answer those questions really quickly. When I started the live today, I did a quick screenshot. I'm just going to show the screenshot really quickly because I have the card on. So TikTok's very sensitive about having static images on your screen when you are also supposed to be doing shoppable lives. I'm watching you from the laptop, and you can't send populars from here. Oh, really? So populars, you can do other gifts. Is it specific to populars? Let me know if that's what you're sharing. Thank you so much. Leah said, I can send populars. Appreciate you, friend. How you doing, Fleetwood? Thank you for that. Thank you for flying in. Appreciate the support. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen, show my screen really quickly just so that you guys can see what I'm talking about when I talk about leagues. And this is for my people who are like, what is she talking about? Okay. Thank you so much for the follow. None of the specialty ones to boost the live. Interesting. Yeah, the laptop is different. It is definitely different. They give you that. They gave me violation in my live. I have no clue why I can't even find it anywhere. Why do I see the symbol of a donut? Is that what you're saying? They gave you donut. They gave you donut, and they gave me violation in my life. What happened, Crafty? I was like, is that what you're saying? You talking about the flash goal? I was like, why do I see a donut? What just happened? So you're saying you got a donut, I got a donut, you got a violation. Is that what you're saying? You're like, why did I get that and you got a donut? You were being funny. So what did you what was the V for? What was it for, friend? Hello. Crafty Gen X, that was funny. He's like, you got a donut, but I got a violation. Thank you, Fred. Appreciate you. I don't know what to say about that. What did you get it for? You said I have no clue. Let me ask something. What were you doing? Did you have your shopping cart on? Let me know if you had some products in the shopping cart. And then you're like, I have no idea. Let me just see on my end. No, you're not showing up on my end, friend. I want you to do this. Once you now, it could have been. Was it? No, I was teaching a how-to class. So was it in the middle of your screen like that, or was it in the chat? I have to always ask about the chat. The chat is the fake stuff, not the real people. If it was in the middle of your screen, then it was TikTok. It was something that you got. If you got a message, you would know it. If you got a warning too, it popped up in the screen. Okay. Once you get off the live, you can go now if you want to go check. Check your system notifications. You got something there. It went under system notifications. So you definitely got something. Now, two places you can check if you don't know where to go. System notifications is one. The other one would be under your rules and guideline for your live stream. It's there also. Do you know where the rules and guidelines are? Let me know if you don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you all who are joining the live. I appreciate everybody coming through. If you don't, let me know if you don't know. Yes. Okay. So go under rules and guidelines. That definitely has it there. That's where it's put for you, whether it's the live stream or if it was a shoppable live. And then a system notification notice you got as well. So you should have gotten both. So you can track it. Thank you all who are here. How you doing, Diana? Thank you so much, Yolanda. I appreciate you. I saw you come in, Pals, and Dr. Trish. Anybody else? So really quickly, I'm going to show, because I was talking about leagues earlier, any quick questions as I go through this, because I'm just going to show the screen quickly because TikTok, because I have the shopping cart on, TikTok's a little sensitive, so I got to be careful about how long I keep this on the screen because they see it as a static image, okay? So you guys know what I'm talking about. I've talked about it before. You got to be careful about the static image warnings because as you're doing shoppable lives, they're saying that you gotta, once you have that shopping cart on, you guys know I have it activated. How you doing, Lady TJ? It becomes that this is now a TikTok shop policy. There has to be movement, and you just can't have a static image on the screen. So TikTok sees that as a violation. They don't know if you're showing a product as a static image, but when you're showing products, you're supposed to be showing products and not have, you're supposed to have it physically there, not just have an image of it. Okay, so you gotta be careful in that way. So when I show this, I'm just gonna show it really quickly so you guys can kind of get a sense of it, and then I'll bring it down. But essentially what you're doing when it comes to leagues, how long it should be on there? Not long. Like, probably I'm not gonna have it more than a minute if that long. I'm just gonna show it really quickly because I had it on for about 5 minutes earlier, and I got the little warning. So I'm not gonna keep it on that long. But you definitely want to be mindful of that, okay? Because with the shop live, they're focused on you talking about the products, okay? And then you guys know I say, you said me too. You guys know I tell you to turn on the shopping cart right now, especially if you're going live. Hello, Coach Rhonda, so that you get a little bit more visibility and support. I do have the flash goal of donuts. If you don't mind supporting, I'll pin that really quickly. TikTok gave me the flash goal. It is donuts, 1 per person. Thank you for the populars. Oh, you came over here to do the populars. Appreciate you. Thank you all for supporting the live stream. If you don't mind, if you can, I'm looking for 7 more donuts if you could make that happen. I appreciate the support. So really quickly, let me show you. So we're going to show really quickly. Thank you all for supporting the live stream with a donut. Thank you for the popular. So I'm going to show my screen really quickly. So here, I'm not going to keep this on long. So we're going to move this. Oh, it's crooked. Straight up. Okay, thank you. So here, when you look at the information, you have fragments. Those are the little princess cut diamonds in the middle. And then we're looking for diamonds. As you're tracking across this timeline, you'll see how you can collect a fragment at 99%. Once you get to the 80%, you can get 1 fragment. You don't get anything between 80 and 20%. You get another fragment when you get to 20%, and then you get 2 more fragments at 10 and lower. And then you have the option to league up. If you league up, meaning that I got to 1%, I'm sorry, C1, and then I can league up and I can get a shield that will keep me there, hopefully for a few weeks until I no longer get fragments. So you don't get fragments when you stop going live. Let me take this off. You stop going live, you lose fragments. So again, this is the ranking, the leagues and the daily ranking is based on a 24-hour clock. So think about it this way. If you don't show up for work, you don't get a paycheck. Okay? So you got to make sure you're showing up so you can move up and collect fragments. And so that's part of the process. Okay? Thank you so much. How you doing, Natty Matt? Thank you for being a super fan. Okay? So that's part of being a live host. So I want you guys to understand, like, if you're not going to go live on a daily basis or more frequently, then you lose the opportunity to league up. You lose the opportunity to collect fragments, and you could potentially drop down a league if you don't have any shields to keep you in that particular league. Okay? But I said this was an advanced conversation because the most important thing is what? Go live. That's it. Go live. But no, even before, when you first thing is go live. You're right, Rhonda. Coach Rhonda. You are absolutely right, Coach Rhonda. Go live. That's the most important thing. Okay? But once you start going live, what's the core thing you're trying to do? What are you trying to do as a live host? What's your goal? What are you trying to do? Y'all all might have different goals, but we're gonna play around with this because I know y'all be like, look here, my goal is this. Build community. You said monetize. All three things are right. But the number one thing, the way Leanne had it, that's the number one thing you're trying to do. You're trying to build community, okay? Engage with your community. You definitely need to get engaged with your community in order to build your community. So that is true. Consistency and engagement. Those are the things you're doing. And then because of that consistent engagement, the result is that you're building a community, okay? So all of it is correct, but you need a community. You need a community in order for you to grow and monetize. Okay. So all of it is connected. I love that. Oh, look at there. Eddie Murphy. Look at there. Thank you for joining the live stream. Build and rest can follow. Yes, yes. So y'all so funny. You said monetized. Okay, friends. So as you are here showing up for your community, you're growing and building, then you'll see how that has a positive impact on your leagues. Okay? That's part of it. All of it is connected. Thank you for the donut, friends. We are down to the last 2 donuts. If you don't mind supporting the live goal, that is helpful. We'll reach this goal and TikTok will say, we did it. Thank you so much, Project Loop. I appreciate that. Daily Heart Me as well. So we're two more donuts to beat the flash goal. If you have not supported us in a donut, please support in that way. Thank you for the follows as well, friends. So let me know if there's any other questions about that, because I want you guys to feel comfortable understanding leagues, but I don't want you to be consumed by them. Thank you so much for that donut. I don't want you to be consumed by them. I want you to feel comfortable, but not consumed, because at the end of the day, it is very much about being intentional with your growth. And then there's some strategies you want to pay attention to, because I don't want you to get to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not leaking up, I'm dropping down and stuff. You may have to consider. Thank you for that donut. I think we hit it, didn't we? Thank you for supporting the flash goal. TikTok, we did it. Thank you for that Daily Heart Me as well. TikTok, sometimes, they set us up, y'all. Try to set us up. We did it. So I appreciate all the support. So here's what I'm going to tell you. There's some strategies when it comes to the league as well, because first of all, you do need to have a strong community, a community of support. People who are going to come in and support your gift gallery and making sure that you are lighting up the gift gallery. People are going to come in if you are thinking intentionally about some of your other goals, like if you're going to battle That's important to have a community that will support you. And then ultimately, if you are looking to league up, the gift galleries do get more intense. So does filling your gift gallery up on the first day or second day help in any way? Fill in the gift gallery. Here's the deal. So people say the gift gallery is important because, first of all, and just kind of like the flash goal, these are things that TikTok put out there for engagement. Okay, so because your room is getting engagement, people are supporting your goals, it does help to boost your live. And so people say you want to start the week off strong by having your gift gallery. If you can have it lit early, that's great, especially in those first couple of days, because that will hopefully set the tone for the week. And you'll see maybe a little bit more engagement in your live because people are coming in and supporting your gift gallery as well as competing. Because you know, once you click become a title gifter, you can people compete often to be the title gifter. So that's a whole nother element that oftentimes people will just see that a thing is already filled and keep it moving. But there are people in some of those bigger rooms that actually compete to be the title gifter. So TikTok, you know, all that matters and all that plays into how your room will perform because TikTok sees your room as a high engaging room. Do we need to go live multiple times a day? I was going to go there actually a second ago when I was talking about the leagues. So if you're being strategic about the leagues, I talked about this earlier, you you definitely want to um, think about how you're leaguing up. And if you'll see people who go live, such as myself, who go live twice a day. Now I go twice a day, not necessarily paying attention to the leagues, but it does help. I think that's part of the outcome for me going live twice a day, that I haven't necessarily dropped too low because I'm getting enough fragments that are going to sustain me so I can stay at C2. I haven't necessarily leagued up, but I'm getting enough to sustain me at C2. Now, with going live twice a day, the daily ranking changes at midnight. So if you're at midnight and then it goes to new day at 11:59, okay? So the next day is changing over. Then you're performing and competing against all those live hosts that are in the same league as you. C2 for me. And if you don't go live, you miss out on getting fragments. And so you could potentially drop down if you don't have a shield or if you don't have other support. Hello, friend. And then if you are not going live twice, so maybe you go live like I did at 10 o'clock, but maybe I forget to go live and I don't go live the rest of the day. There's a possibility that I can get pushed back to the point where I don't have enough I don't get fragments, and then I could potentially lead down. Okay? Because all that activity happened throughout the day. So there are people who think strategically about going live earlier in the day and then coming back in the evening and going live again so that they can solidify their space and their league. Okay, so people do that. That is a strategy that people will do. I'm not getting any traction on my hearts. Let me know if you guys are seeing the hearts pop change, because I'm seeing them, but I don't see any hearts over here, and I am clicking away. It's interesting. I'm not seeing any hearts. Let me know if you guys are seeing taps. Flores said that earlier. She didn't see her taps tracking, so I'm not sure what's happening. So a few of them are coming through. Okay. Thank you all. I don't know if that's from this or not. No taps. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not showing up there. Your no taps didn't come through. You got filtered, but I unfiltered it. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening. Yeah, they're not showing. And it's barely showing up here. Interesting. So, you said you see the heart taps. You see them on your screen? I see them on mine. So it's so just an outer. I see them over here doing it, but I don't see them. They're popping up a little bit, but not really. I'm not sure why. TikTok is doing some extra stuff. You said it S on my screen. Yeah. I don't know why it's showing up there, but for me, it's not showing up. TikTok is being special. All right, friends. So let me know if there's any other questions that you guys see, that you guys have for leagues. Okay. Not fast for showing up. Okay, gotcha. There's a percentage covering in top corner. There's a percentage covering in top corner. You mean, are you talking about the here, this area here, not the blue line? I mean the red line. This here. Is that what you're saying, Annie? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. That's what we're talking about in this conversation. It says C2 top 99%, and then when you click it, it says I'm in the top 17%. So it has me a little bit higher. You said cover. I'm not sure what you're referring to, friend. That's the playbook. What's the playbook? It's TikTok shop. Oh, you're talking about the coupons. Okay, sorry. You're talking about the coupons. Cover the hearts. Okay, friend. You're talking about the coupon. That's what you're talking about. So as a live host, I don't see that. Okay. So in all, just so that you guys know, when you're live, you definitely want another account to see what your viewers are seeing. Just to say that I have the coupons in my corner. Yes. So the coupon symbol is like right over here. Click that. Those are the coupons that you can use for the shopping cart. So the things I have in a shopping cart. So really quickly, I always show at least one product. So, and then let me know if you guys have questions, if I need to go down a path, if there's something that is like really, really top of mind and you're curious about, let me know if there's any questions. So I'm going to show this because I pinned it. And so, I didn't mean to send an invite. Don't answer it. I'm sorry. Don't answer it. That was an accident. No invite meant to be sent. So, how you doing, Define and Dana, but no invite. So, okay. So here, when you pin a product, you'll see the coupons. Hey, Natty Nat. You'll see the coupons sitting here. You want to claim it because TikTok has the fall deals. And then I also use my phone to see what you guys see. See the percentages off, because as a live host, I see just my product and how I can pin and unpin it. But it doesn't show me like the percentage and deals and stuff. So I actually do like to see the products fully. Okay. So you have incredible spirit for what I see. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So with this particular product, I always start here because, like I said, when you do TikTok lives, y'all put it in the chat for me, my friends who've been here for a minute. What am I going to say are the important things just for your setup? I'm not a troll. You just see. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for being here. He said, I'm not a troll. That's good. That's good, friend. What are the things I say is important? Lighting. Thank you, Natty. What else do I say? Sound. Thank you, Natty. What else do I say is important? Importance of lighting. Background. That's true. Background. I'm gonna say one more. I'm about to do my first shoppable live sound. Yep. How you doing and can you quickly go over the points? Yes. What points? Just pinning and stuff like that? Let me know if that's what you meant, Digiboss. What's my last thing I say? I have 4 typically that I tell y'all to pay attention. I said background, sound, lighting, and who got it? Who got it? Anybody? This is a pop quiz. I don't see it, y'all. Y'all looking like, too scared. Okay, intro. Well, yeah. Internet. I thought you were supposed to say internet. You said intro. Intro is very important. But internet, sound, background, and intro. Y'all said product. The product is important too. Exactly. But no, the internet, your internet connectivity. So you do need quality internet. You got to have strong Wi-Fi. If you're going to be on your network, just know sometimes the network glitches a little bit. So you got to have strong Wi-Fi. So those are things I say just in your setup alone. So if you are critiquing anything about before you even open your mouth, these are the things you got to pay attention to. Before people see you on the screen, these are the things you want to kind of keep in mind. Lighting, sound, internet connectivity, and where you're at, your background. Okay, so what does that look like on the screen? So those are the things that I say you got to pay attention to. And then what you say out your mouth matters. Okay, what you say, that intro has to be strong. So here's what. So this particular clip-on light, we talk about it all the time because I do love a good light, and this was my go-to for the longest. So I'm just gonna clip it onto my phone. You guys can see it already. Um, Having a good lighting, it boosted. I do have boxes, so don't get me wrong, I do have boxes. But again, just that quick, you can see the difference between before I had it on. Not that my lighting was terribly bad, but now after having this extra boost of lighting. So all of that matters to how your live looks. So my lighting is not bad, but this extra lighting helps a lot. Okay. So just know, as you're connecting with your audience and you're talking with them, you want to have good, strong lighting. So I usually turn it on. So this is the full lighting. So this is where it's a balance between, let me just show you guys real quick. So this is the white light, really bright. This is the soft light. And then this is a mixture. And personally, I like the mixture. Some people like the soft light, but I like the mixture because it makes a nice brown combination. So I love the look. So you'll see that, and then with this one, you could change the intensity if you needed to. I can make it not as bright. Good for content creation. It clips onto your phone. It has a nice wide clip, and it also clips to your computer if I wanted it to, my monitor, as well as I can change the intensity back up again. So I start here because, again, let me say this, and this is for you, Digiboss. You want to have a product that people can instantly see, because when you go live, let me turn this off for a second. When you go live, and so now I'm going into coach mode. When you go live and you're doing shoppable products, people want to get a sense of the product. They want to get a sense of, how does this product work? How is it going to help me? What are some of the features and benefits of this product? So you want to show something that people can instantly see it and get a feel for it. Products that they don't necessarily get a sense of what's going on, they may just keep scrolling, or they may not engage fully. So just kind of keep that in mind. So I start off with the lighting. I think that's important for the live stream, but it's also easy to show and tell. Okay, so just kind of keep that in mind. How you doing, Pure Intentions? So just keep that in mind as you're talking about shoppable products, because people are looking. People are looking and they're scrolling through. How you doing, Miss K Latte? Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. So as you're looking at this particular product, it is on sale. It's 15% off. If you have the coupon, it's the fall deal. So you want to have great lighting. And then you also could think about very intentionally, what does it mean to add this clip-on light, but then also make it part of your content creation too. Okay. And then based on the coupon, you might even see free shipping. So some people have the free shipping. Thank you for the populist friend. Appreciate that. So this is the clip-on lighting, so you guys can see that. And so lighting is so important for your live stream. And you can have this clip onto your phone or to your device. I have it on my phone right now, so that's the way I do it. So each product, just really quickly, I'm going to unpin this product. Each product you want to talk about, you guys heard me having a whole conversation about this light. You want to talk about the product for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Look at the whale. Every time that whale comes out, I'm like, oh, what's happening? What's happening? So thank you so much for the whale diving. Thank you for that, friend. How are you? I hope you're doing well as well. Okay. So thank you for that. So when you have the products pinned, you want to make sure that you're talking about them, and then you want to clean the shoppables. Okay. Right now, the fall deals are happening. We're going to go into Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and then we're going to go into the last minute shopping deals of the year. All that is going to play out to the live streams that have shoppable lives. So you're turning on the cart, you're engaging with people, people are connecting with you, you are able to talk through your topic. But as you're talking through your topic, you want to make sure that you also, like with this light when I had it, that you clip it and you talk about it, but then you unpin it when you're done. So from a live host, and I've done this before, you'll see very clearly that there's a push pin in that shopping bag. Okay, There's a push pin. I'm not gonna show it here because TikTok gets funny about the static images. But you'll see a red push pin in that shopping bag. And so as a live host, you want to see if that shopping bag has a push pin in it and is red, then that means you have a product. Even though it may not be showing up on your screen, that means that you have a product that your viewers can see. Okay? So you got to take that push pin off, unpin